Welcome to part 3 of how to play the clarinet. The last video we went over how to put it together and how to get this reed in the right spot, which I'm just doing now. If you have not seen that one, make sure you go back and watch that video. This video we're going to talk about how to hold it, how to sit correctly, so that you're ready for band, okay? So the first thing you need to have, as we talked about in the very first video, is to have a good chair to sit in. When you sit in band, you have a chair. Now on this chair, we have half the seat, about this much, and that's the section you want to sit in. This section back here, you don't want to sit in while you're playing, just the front half, okay? So if I were to kind of look at that and gauge where half is, sit on the first half, okay? That's how you want to sit. Then you want to put your feet flat on the floor and sit up nice and tall, okay? It's the first part. And then the next thing you do is you bring the instrument to you, okay? You don't go to the instrument, okay? You bring the instrument to you while you're sitting up tall. All right, that's really important. But how do you bring it to you? How do you put your fingers? Let's talk about that. Okay, here's the clarinet. This is my left hand. If you're not sure on your right and left, talk to your parents. Make sure that you know which one is left and right. It's really important you get it right, okay? The left hand goes on top. And if you look at the clarinet, there's lots of keys and it looks really confusing. It's really not that confusing once you get it. There's really only 1, 2, 3, okay? Those 3. So this first open one, this first key that's open, you put your finger there. The second key that's round and open, you put it there. And the third spot is this little hole. There's a hole in the body of the clarinet and there's no actual key over it. You cover that hole, okay? With those 3 fingers. This pinky lightly covers over these keys. Be careful that you don't learn to play with your pinky behind the clarinet or up really high like this. We're not drinking tea, you know. We're playing the clarinet. So you keep your pinky just rested here. Eventually you'll learn certain notes that use these pinky keys. For now, just practice having it there. And have your fingers nice and rounded. Okay, not flat like this. Nice and rounded. Okay? On the back of the clarinet is where your thumb goes. Okay, now this is your thumb goes over this hole. And often you'll be using this key in conjunction with this hole. So what we do is we put our thumb on the back so that it comes like this, so it's going up, not like this. Okay, a lot of kids want to learn with their thumb this way. Makes it really hard to do both. So you have your thumb like this so that you can cover the hole and push down on the key. Okay? So if I were to remove my hand, it should look like this. Thumb up, 3 fingers, and pinky. Okay? Not like this. This is the wrong way, okay? Thumb up, okay? And that's how we start with the clarinet on the left hand. The right hand, now notice there are 3 round keys right here that are open with holes in them. That's where your 3 fingers go, so really easy, right there, 1, 2, 3, okay? This pinky also covers these pinky keys. Okay, so it just rests right there. And on the back you have a thumb rest. You put your thumb right underneath. And that helps you hold it. Okay, helps you so that there's times when you might have to not have any hands down here. But that thumb rest helps you not drop the clarinet. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 with the thumb on the back. 1, 2, 3. Now there's going to be times when you're playing only this note, only this button. Make sure you don't have flyaway fingers. We don't have our fingers come clear out here just because we're only doing the one. You just let them hover over. So I'm not pushing down, but they're just right there because eventually you're going to be playing faster notes going up and down the instrument. And if you have your fingers really far, it takes longer to get there and it makes it harder. And sometimes you'll miss. So you just have it just right above. Okay? Then, so we talked about sitting tall. Let's talk about how this goes into your mouth. So the reed, if you set it up the way we talked about in the last video, you're going to have the reed on this back side just above your thumb, right? And that reed's going to go on your bottom lip, okay? Not on your teeth. So we kind of take our bottom lip and we just kind of put it over our teeth. Just a little bit. Okay, it doesn't have to be a ton, just a little bit over, so it creates a little cushion for the reed. Okay? And as you do that, kind of make, you can't see because I have all of this in the way, but you want to make your chin nice and flat and smooth. Okay? So when you do that, you just kind of go like that and then look in the mirror and see if your chin is smooth and flat. Okay? And then you put the reed on top of your lip there. And then you put your upper teeth just on the top part of this mouthpiece. Just gently. You don't have to like bite down hard, but you just put it gently on top. So your teeth are right there, okay? Now the rest of your mouth, imagine it's a rubber band, and when you put that reed here and your teeth on top, imagine the rest of your mouth like a rubber band goes around the mouthpiece, okay? So you got there, teeth, and then like that, okay? And then you have your hands in the right spots, pinkies on the right spots. Sit up tall, bring it to you, okay? It's not pointing straight down, and it's not pointing straight out, okay? It's kind of somewhere in between there. That's a comfortable place, okay? And that's how you hold it, and you sit up nice and tall. So when you're in band and we're playing, you sit up tall when we play, you bring the instrument to you, and you play. When we're not playing, you can just rest the clarinet on your knee. You can rest it in your lap, especially if I'm working with a different section for a while. And you can even lean back in your chair when we're not playing. And that's just fine. I don't have a problem with that. But when you are playing, you need to get ready, sit up, and my hands will come up, getting ready to direct the band, and that's when you put it in your mouth, getting ready to play. Okay? And we'll talk about how to breathe, how to make your first tone in the next video. So practice that. Practice holding the instrument, putting the fingers in the right spots. Page 3 in Accidental Achievement Book 1, we'll go over some of those again, and it has a picture of a student holding the clarinet with the fingers in the right spots, so refer to that. So hopefully this helped, and we'll see you on the next video.